Well. It was inevitable, folks. I called it out a month ago. What Earl Spence has just confirmed that Gervonta Tang Davis versus Frank Martin, that's under Man Down Promotions, Earl Spence promotional company, that has a rehydration clause in the contract. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I called it a month ago because I said that Frank Martin is not truly a lightweight. In his amateur career, he's always fought in the 140-pound division and up. If you look at Frank Martin's professional career, most of his fights is fighting at 140-pound division, not necessarily fighting in the lightweight division. So he is naturally bigger than Gervonta Tang Davis. He is not a natural lightweight, truly never really fought at lightweight division. He probably has like 3 or 4 fights in the lightweight division. So I could understand why they may have been a rehydration clause, thus me calling it out a month ago. But I did not know that the WBA has a new rule. Now, of course, now that Earl Spence have tweeted this, answering ATL Alien Trader, shout out to him having this back and forth with Earl the True Spence. I didn't know that the WBA has a new rule, probably like the IBF. Interesting. We gotta go deep into the rule book right now. And I'm gonna do that later because I want to talk about it live tomorrow as I go live, probably at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern time, in which I'm gonna be interviewing Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin. You already know that he's gonna be fighting H2O in the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano event. So shout out to Kid Austin. And also on Friday, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash the like button. We're going to be interviewing Demetrius Boo Boo Andre on Friday evening, 9 or 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So, hey, it's going to be a good week. And we always have some special guests. But anyway, let's just keep on talking about this right quick. We saw the size difference, of Gervonta Tang Davis and Frank Martin when they had their press conference several days ago, probably almost a week ago, right? We saw the difference. Yo, Gervonta Tang Davis is a small dude. He's a small dude. He packs a punch, but he naturally a small dude. I know a lot of people get frustrated with Gervonta Tang Davis that he has these fighters on rehydration clause and never really, in the eyes of many, he doesn't. He doesn't. There's no 50-50 fight. There is no level of the playing field, right? Or maybe that's his way of leveling out the playing field. But if he's always trying to fight bigger guys and have them shrink down or have them, cut weight or no rehydration and things of that nature, and I know this is probably not Gervonta Tang Davis' fault. This is the new WBA rule, so we can't hold the Gervonta Tang Davis accountable for the rehydration. And we can't even hold the WBA rehydration because I do think that we will all like to bring that old rule back, same day weigh in, or everybody to implement the IBF 10 pounds rehydration clause. You feel me? I think that's safer, right? That's fair. And people will actually fight in their respective weight class and not trying to weight bully people. But in this sense, you cannot fault Gervonta Tang Davis. This, again, WBA rules. So, let's see what's going to happen. I still got Gervonta Tang Davis beating Frank Martin. I don't think that Frank Martin is in the level of Gervonta Tang Davis. Yes, he's strong. Yes, I just don't think that he has the experience. I don't think he has the amateur elite pedigree nor the professional level. Again, I think that he's going to be depleted fighting Gervonta Tang Davis. That's going to be his first time fighting in a rehydration clause. He haven't gone through that as well. So I don't know, I think it's going to be too different for Frank Martin to overcome, preparing for this fight and in the ring as well. So let me know what y'all feel about this new news, about I think it was inevitable, the rehydration clause. I would have thought that Gervonta Tang Davis would put Frank Martin in the rehydration clause, but it is what it is. It's the same thing. Maybe Gervonta Tang Davis should be fighting maybe in 130-pound division, but we all know what he's going to do to the guys in 130. What about Gervonta Tang Davis fighting in 130 and having to have a rehydration clause? You feel me? I know they ain't had no rehydration clause. I know Leo Santa Cruz didn't have no rehydration clause and they was fighting in the WBA, but it's a new rule. But that's the new news. It's the breaking news. Let me know how y'all feel. Y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. My prediction is the same thing. They're going to be fighting in June 15th. And also, Subriel Matias is going to be fighting Liam Paru, the zone, June 15th. It's gonna people gotta have to choose which event they're gonna fight. And talking about rehydration clause, can you imagine if Subriel Matias doesn't have to go through the rehydration clause, the IBF, and he rehydrates like 15, 20 pounds? He'll be a whole different type of Subriel Matias in the unification bout versus the likes of Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez and Pitbull Cruz. Something to think about right there, you know. But hey, I think in the sport of boxing, collectively, they all need to try to do the same thing. I think these commissions really need to have a whole set of rule that applies in every state. The belt federation really have to come together, and because it's whack that a person going to fight in the WBO, he don't have to be in this rehydration clause, but then he fight in the WBA and he has to go through this rehydration clause. And this is why I in the past, I argue or debate, people have dialogues with other boxing fans that I'd rather recognize whatever I want to recognize. You know, when people will say, yo, he ain't undisputed because the WBO doesn't recognize him. The WBO and the WBC and all these sanctioning bodies don't recognize their own rankings, right? They don't recognize their own rules, right? So that's why that was my argument in the past when I was like, yo, you know that a guy like Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko and he was a champion, and you guys was like, but the WBO doesn't recognize the franchise. But you recognize what Lomachenko did when he beat Luke Campbell and he was elevated, never lost his strap. Now you understand what I'm trying to say, folks. Everybody got a whole set of rules. Everybody go have a whole different type of meaning. Everybody go and have rehydration or whatever. It's just different. Nobody recognizes nobody. So you got to do, you as a fan has to come up with a better judgment and recognize what you deem fit in the sport of boxing, because everything is all over the place. Everything is in ambiguity. Let me know what y'all feel. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. May the best man win. I got Javante Tan Davis stopping Frank Martin.